What's up, guys? Welcome back to the MontyVerse. Happy Valentine's Day for all of you who celebrate this corporate chill holiday.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, we don't take kindly to that here. I don't really care if you celebrate or not. It's just dumb.
It is, but it's like, on the one hand, it's a corporate holiday to get people to buy stuff, but we still buy stuff just from other places.
Listen, call me sappy, call me old-fashioned. If you really love someone, you don't need to be told one specific day to celebrate that love. You celebrate that love every day. You do things all the time with each other, and that's what love really is. So, listen, Hallmark, you don't run my life, okay?
Oh, no. Calling out Hallmark here.
We are not getting any Hallmark sponsorships ever.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Make better movies.
Well, that's an insult to a certain actor that I think we have a huge amount of respect for. So, Aaron Cahill, we still love
Aaron, you're cool, but they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing over there. They're making corporate Christmas holiday movies. I mean, year round, 365 days a year.
Hey, there's a market for that.
All right. I'm so glad that we opened this with a Valentine's Day tangent.
Yeah.
On top of all of the hundreds of things we have to talk about.
Yes, but honestly, I think mostly fun, exciting, good, albeit sad, a whole gamut of emotion kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, what a week for entertainment. What a week for us, anyway. I mean, we started our week on Sunday with the final episode of bakuage sentai BoonBoomger. And then we saw a bunch of great movies this week. We saw one movie that was a movie.
Yes.
And, you know.
I mean, if you want to be technical, all of them were movies.
All of them were movies. Some better than others. Some very much better than others.
I know.
But it was a really crazy week.
I was going to say, do you want to get into that now, or?
I think we should say hello to a bunch of people first. What's up, everyone in the chat?
Yes,
thanks for joining us
you.
this Pizza Friday. Happy
Friday.
Pizza Friday to all those who celebrate.
Yes.
That's a better holiday.
Yeah.
If we're just making up holidays, that's the one I choose to celebrate. Pizza Friday.
So we have a holiday that's 52 times a year.
That comment's the first one I saw. I'm pretty sure that's Jesse's comment. There's a market for Hallmark, like a hall market. I like that. That's a dad joke.
I mean, I respect it. It is definitely a dad joke.
I appreciate it. But so many people in the chat, so many familiar faces. I see Nate in there, Film Force Studios. Everyone go subscribe to him. I see Matt from Watt Real Entertainment, another great movie commentator. Go check him out. So many great people in here. Jesse Swift, Megadong.
Oh my God! They made you say that.
I tried so hard to say that without laughing. Couldn't get through it. Could not get through it.
I mean, I kind of respect it. At the same time, you know what you're doing.
Blackwing's in here. With so many great content creators in here, too. And yes, this is Boon Nikki with me, regular Monty. Base form Monty. Super Saiyan 1 Monty.
Wait, speaking of which, are you Super Saiyan 4 Monty?
That's crazy that the internet spoiled that for me. That's insane.
Wait, is it really insane the internet spoiled something?
No, I should have known better, but it's almost like the instant it happened, it was all over my feed, which I'm shocked because my feed is usually pretty diverse, but when that happened, it like broke Twitter.
I mean,
I think should we explain it first before we just keep talking about it? I mean, it depends. Is that if anyone here doesn't want Dragon Ball Daima spoilers, leave now.
We literally
you spoiled it. That's on you. I'm giving a spoiler warning.
Okay, but I didn't give the context. But I mean, and for what it's worth, we don't know the full story about it unless you do, and I don't know that you do.
I don't know the full story, but I can kind of surmise, right?
Yeah, which is fair.
So in the latest episode of Dragon Ball Daima, Kid Goku taps into his primal power and achieves a Toriyama's official canon version of Super Saiyan 4.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks extremely similar to the GT version, but with some very important but minor details.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely more simian in the way he looks.
Mm-hmm.
He has huge muscular forearms.
Yeah, that jumped out to me like his hands immediately.
He moves in a very ape-like manner, which is interesting. This is a very monkey-themed year so far. A lot of monkey movies, TV references happening all at once.
Damn.
But it's very interesting. I don't know if we've seen too little of it, and we've only seen Goku use it as a kid so far, which is a huge departure from GT right there. The fact that he's able to tap into that level of power as a child.
Yeah.
But it also raises a lot of questions, right? Like, why didn't he use that against Beerus
Yeah.
in Battle of the Gods?
But I'm assuming it's because. That's actually no. Wouldn't the rationale be that Super Saiyan God would be more powerful at that point?
Yeah, but when Beerus goes to King Kai's planet in Battle of the Gods, I think Goku specifically says, "This is my top form. This is the most power I have," and he hits Super Saiyan 3. So did Goku just forget? Did he get hit on the head again?
What if, and like maybe there's something in Daima that we're not aware of yet. What if everyone's memories get erased?
It's possible. That would be no. I don't think Toriyama would do that. Toriyama is way too good of a writer to do that. A lot of questions in the chat. Blackwing asks.
I'm pretty sure they are calling it.
I think they are. I don't think they named it in the episode, but
it's so clear what it is.
It's Super Saiyan 4. I don't know, like, if they don't call it Super Saiyan 4, I'm sure the fans will just call it Super Saiyan 4, and they will just kind of go with it like they did Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah, because they knew what they were doing with it, and like.
I also like Blackwing's comment up top when he said, oh no, not that one. Sorry, Matt. Gotta shout out Blackwing.
Monty, you're basically fighting.
Because listen, if there's one person on the internet who should be called a hat guy, it's this guy. Because I know there's a lot of other hat guys out there, but I am the hat guy that has a hat for every occasion.
That is
I am
not
fully
false.
stocked and loaded for any situation possible. I have Daredevil hats ready to go for Born Again. I have Fantastic Four hats lined up for First Steps. I got like 80% of the Thunderbolts.
I was literally gonna say, when we did Thunderbolts, you're like, I actually have multiple ones
Which
to
Thunderbolts
choose
should I be? I'm only waiting to get a Sentry hat, and I'm sure that will come too. But yeah, I'm the heck. I want as many. That's the sponsorship that we should have, if anything. Superherostuff.com. Everyone go there. Everyone tell them to sponsor me. Like, realistically, so many people have asked me where I get my hats, and I plug them for free all the time. Just send me a free hat. Just send, like that. Like, I'm a simple guy. Just send me free. Like, just say like, hey, thanks for promoting our hats. I wear your hats in every video. This hat, of course, is custom made.
Yeah.
This hat comes from the amazing K20 Customs, a really good friend of ours who made this hat for me, and potentially more hats that I will be wearing.
I was gonna say, just as a quick plug, because K20 Amazing has made some fantastic products that we are the owners of. And I'm going to link this in the chat if you want to talk about it briefly.
Yeah. I mean, so K20 made us official sponsors, official affiliates, not sponsors. That's weird. He sponsored us. He made us official affiliates for his page, and he gave us an affiliate link for you guys to use. So if you want anything from K20, he makes amazing patches, and he's going to start making more hats, because I know once I start wearing the hat that he just made for me, a lot of people are going to want it.
Yes.
But he gave us an affiliate link that is on my Twitter page. We're going to be posting it in the chat, but you can either click that link or use code MontyVerse at checkout for 15% off anything you get from K20. And I highly recommend it. He is awesome. And he's just a really nice guy.
He's great.
He's not in the chat right now, so I can say that. But if he was in the chat, I probably wouldn't. But he's like the nicest guy.
I mean, this is a really good question. What do you have to say about that? And also, hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack. That's what I have to say about that. You didn't even say hi to Jack. Wow. I have to say, stay tuned. Stay very tuned. We have a lot of things in the works. We have a lot of things that are happening very fast, very quickly. Some not so quick, but things like within a reasonable amount of time, there will be things.
Yes, there's a lot of stuff that's cooking, you might want to say.
Yeah, a lot of things that are cooking. So, be on the lookout, because there's a lot of stuff going on. But
absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, so many made, like Jack's in here. There's JL. You guys taking a break? No.
Yeah.
This is what's so crazy, right? We will make a community post, and we will literally explain why there's no Power Rangers this week. And let's be real. We've done at this point nearly 200 episodes of Power Rangers.
Yes.
every week.
Also, it's been we missed this week, but we did do the week before though.
Yeah, we did do the week before. We only missed we missed two out of 3 weeks, but we dropped one in between, and we're giving you the multi-parters in one now.
No, I think we actually had 2 that were in a row.
Oh, okay, whatever. Either way.
Either way, no. I mean, as of this point, we did miss this past week because of BoonBoomger, but we are definitely determined to continue. At this point.
and we literally go if you don't see it up, go to the community page. That's what it's there for. We drop messages. We will answer. We will drop messages in the Discord. Join our Discord.
Yeah.
So, there's tons of stuff there for you guys to like explain why we didn't do it. We wanted to focus on BoonBoomger this week.
Yes.
We were wrapping up our first Super Sentai series. That was very important to us. We wanted to make sure we got that out, and we put a lot of time and effort into cranking that video out and giving like really good analysis on it as well.
Yeah, because I mean, if you guys couldn't tell, we're like pretty big fans of it.
Oh, we have some people joining us from Twitch. Look at that.
I was gonna say thank you, Pizza.
What's up, Pizza Costco? Not to be confused with the Costco guys or Big Boom AJ and Big Justice. She's not affiliated, but and Valentine's we got raided. We got raided by the legendary Mr. Coffee himself, Ollie Wyman. Thank you, Ollie.
Thank you, guys. Yes.
Thank you, Ollie. Ollie's great. If you guys are familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh!, if you guys remember Aster Phoenix from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, the voice actor Ollie Wyman streams on Twitch every single weekday for an hour and a half, 2.5 hours. Pizza, correct me. 2.5 hours. Go in there. I'm in the chat. You guys can come say hi to me. But he's really funny and really amazing. So 2 hours. Thank you, Pizza.
Yes, thank you.
Always on it. But go check it out.
Oh my gosh.
And we saw Jacoby's. I love how Jacoby is defending us in the chat while also saying that we
are frauds.
We're frauds. We also don't like Power Rangers anymore. Well, it's a lot, guys.
It's a lot because you also have to consider that the next one is a 3-parter, which is not an easy feat. But honestly, because we've been in, like you said, we're in the groove of doing the multi-parters at once, and we know y'all really like them. So we just have to make sure we have the time to set aside to be able to do them.
Let me break it down for you guys. On top of all of the other content we create, which is shorts, which I took a big break from over the past couple of months because we were focusing on different things, our work, our long form content, really trying to find our own voice when it comes to reaction videos. And I think we nailed that. So now I'm going to start making more shorts again. Mm-hmm. That's my passion. I love making like comic book related shorts, Yu-Gi-Oh related stuff. I have some Beyblade stuff cooking, but like we're going to get back into doing that. So on top of that content, on top of all the other social content that we make, so Nikki's Twitter, Nikki's Instagram, the cosplay that she did, all of that stuff, the cons that we cover, all of the posting I do on Twitter, all of the discussions we have in our Discord.
Or like all the movies that we've been very fortunate to see this year so far.
We are covering more movies than we ever have before. We dropped 4 reviews so far this year.
With more coming.
We have a 5th one that is dropping tomorrow for Captain America. We have a 6th one for The Cleaner dropping when the embargo's up, probably next week.
Yeah.
So we have tons of movie reviews, contents coming out, which I think those are really fantastic. You guys should check those out. They're really fun, and we got some really good editing on those. But we have that. And then when we wake up Sunday is basically our only day off of like other work. Mm-hmm. We get up, break of dawn, or whenever we wake up, and we record the Sentai. We record our Sentai reaction. Then we record Power Rangers. And some of these season 3 multi-parters are 4 to 5 episodes long. So imagine recording 4 hours of content nonstop.
Yeah, because we really try not to take breaks. In fact, I remember when we did Green with Evil all the way back, and we figured like, okay, we'll do a few and then take a break. And we were so into it, we actually didn't stop. But even when we're enjoying something like it's still a lot to put into that. It's just
it's draining to be on. It's draining to be on for 4 to 5 hours straight, back to back to back to back. It's especially Mighty Morphin. Season 3 of Mighty Morphin is not an easy watch, especially like 5 episodes in a row. It gets really, really hard sometimes. Not that I don't love it. I do love it, and I do love Power Rangers. It's just it's such a weird emotional barrage, right?
Yeah.
Swapping from something as artistically fulfilling as BoonBoomger and then pivoting directly into just the junk food of television, which is Power Rangers. It's almost emotional whiplash in a way.
And like that's one of the most interesting things is the fact that that was how we watched BoonBoomger the whole way it was actively airing.
Yeah, and so like we're riding this high from BoonBoomger. We're like, oh my god, I can't believe that this is so great. We're so in love with the show. That it's just like, come watch the cat build a house in a yard in Power Rangers and have them fight in a cul-de-sac. Sure, okay, sure. You know?
Yeah, or save the day with pollution.
Or save the day using pollution, which was insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, Power Rangers is still coming. It just sometimes it's hard to keep everything up.
Yeah, and like Monty was talking about, we have so many things that are in the pipeline that we're trying to think of just the best way to do everything we want to do.
Yeah. Damn, Pizza, you're not staying? I'm offended.
Damn.
I'm so offended. Everyone be offended with me at Pizza Costco. No, I'm just joking. Thank you, Pizza. You're amazing.
Yes, thank you so much. That was a long way to say we're still very busy.
We're just busy. We're just very busy. And we're happy to be busy.
Yes. But also the biggest thing is that if you guys do really like the reactions, and we know that a lot of you do, and you tune in every single week, just make sure to give those videos a thumbs up to show your engagement with it when you have a chance.
Like the videos. Like all of our videos, because that helps push us in the algorithm, and it helps us keep making videos.
Yes.
Give the videos a like. It's the easiest thing you can do to support us, and we truly appreciate it.
Yes.
So remember those thumbs up on the videos.
Yes, but we do appreciate we love your guys' enthusiasm. So thank you for watching them and for tuning in.
Yes, thank you so much. We got to go up because there was one comment I saw that I really need to I want to ask you if you know about this. This right here from Raphael. New Digimon story income. Are you talking about the game? Because I am aware of the game, and it does look interesting, and I'm excited to play that. Or is there a new Digimon anime? Because that I'm not aware of.
The only thing recently that I've seen related to Digimon is everyone talking about the new dub of the movie, but that's pretty much all.
Which we own.
Yes.
We have yet to watch. Nikki got it for me for Christmas, and I'm very excited. Or no, I asked for that. Someone got it for me. I asked for it for Christmas, and someone got it for me. Really excited to watch it. I think we want to do a video on it because I love Digimon so much, and I want to share that with you guys. So I'm excited to watch that again. Yeah, but I was going to ask you, did I miss something?
No.
Oh, new game. Okay. So Raphael said it is the new game. Oh, really? Pizza said that Cliff Chapin, who is the voice of my favorite My Hero Academia character, Bakugo, voices someone in the redub of Digimon? Huh? I wonder who he voices.
Wait, damn.
Someone look that up. So someone look that up and tell me, because that sounds really cool and exciting. And I love that. Man, so I'm just trying to go through the comments.
I was gonna say, because we have topics that we're gonna cover, but we're seeing so many great questions in the chat.
There's so many people in here right now. So we kind of didn't expect this many people on an impromptu stream that we planned, but just forgot to set up.
And we're not mad about it. Thank you guys.
No, we love having you here. This I could yap for hours. So
I know.
We had stuff planned, but we could totally do this, but no, we got to do some stuff.
I was gonna say, so yeah, guys. I think it's safe to say that we're definitely gonna get a bit into BoonBoomger. So we're gonna talk about that. If you want to ask a question, definitely, if you're interested, leave a super chat if you want us to pull it up. But otherwise, we'll definitely get to the questions before the end.
Yeah, super chats will always be prioritized because we're just paying respect to the people who tip or support. But if you have questions, we will definitely answer them after we cover some topics. But thank you all for hanging out.
Yes.
And sticking around with us. Well, I'm just seeing that. Jacoby, are you serious? The redub of the Digimon movie is some of the best dub work the OG actors have done for the... That's crazy, because I think Joshua Seth does a fantastic job as Ty in a lot of his performances. So to say that that's his best work, I'm actually pretty hyped to see it now.
Oh, yeah. I would be hyped anyway. But, I mean, it also makes sense because they've spent so much time with these characters at this point. So, honestly, I'm very hyped to see how they sound now.
Do you want to answer Nate's question?
Oh God. I mean, here's the thing. Or is this premature to even cover this? But I guess let me just preface this.
Genba is not beating the allegations, okay?
I was gonna. Well, you didn't let me start.
Okay,
All I was gonna say is, any hope that y'all had for Monty to turn around on Genba, it's now gone in the opposite direction.
Any chance of me liking Genba left 999,000 years ago. Let's just put it that way. But
oh my God!
What a creep!
I was gonna say, is this too premature to talk about?
That's premature. We got to do it while we're talking about the tier list. But he is a creep.
I do want to say before we get to the tier list, because I want us to celebrate BoonBoomger. The show has come to an end. I know that, of course, we have the Versus movie coming up.
Yes.
Two, ideally. But I want to take some time to appreciate it and show our respect, which I know we already have done in our videos.
Yeah, our videos are... I think we give some amazing commentary. Beyond the and I say this about all of our reaction videos. I think we give some... Yeah. Out of reactors, I think we give some of the best commentary on our reaction videos out of a lot of other reactors out there who just tend to focus on the reaction. I think we have such a harmonious blend of reaction and commentary that I think that we help you guys enjoy the show more by talking about it.
Right. I mean, you just mean that generally for our content, in terms of the way that we just watch TV and film and the way that we want to appreciate it and discuss it and just encourage the discourse for it.
Hey, we got Jin Saku in the chat. What's up, Jin?
Oh, damn.
We got everyone in the chat. Everyone's coming to hang out tonight.
Oh, my God.
Oh, okay. So Pizza said he did additional voices. Oh, he did additional voices.
Okay.
For our war game and Adventure to on Hurricane Touchdown. So both the movies. I wonder if he's, I don't know. He's probably just like a guy in the background.
Hey, respect.
I'm in the JL. Well, this is the last one we'll take before we do the tier list. I am currently watching the final season of Cobra Kai. So yeah, not finished yet, but
yeah. So no spoilers.
In the process,
please.
no spoilers. No spoilers.
Well, just real quick, I did want to say, and I know we talked about it a bit. As someone who has been a lifelong Power Ranger fan, what I guess was kind of your expectation going into BoonBoomger, and in what ways would you say it's elevated in terms of a work compared to what you might have expected?
I didn't really know what to expect in terms of Sentai. I've seen clips from Sentai before, and they range from super dark and intense to insanely wacky and over the top. So I kind of was just keeping an open mind from beginning to end. I was really just trying to experience it from an outside perspective. As someone who's grown up with this, I really want to see it from that point of view. And I have to say, the first episode really did a fantastic job of hooking in people who have not seen Sentai before. Yeah. I think it did a really good job of establishing the rules of that particular Sentai and introducing us to two very likable characters in Taya and Mira. So I have to say, like, BoonBoomger, I think we really lucked out. It's a very approachable Sentai series for new people.
No, definitely, because I'm in that same way to where I just knew it was going to be different. At that point, I had seen so much of Power Rangers. I had seen several seasons at that point, and I knew it would be different. I didn't know exactly how or even if I would like it. And of course, as you guys could tell, I was quite blown away by just the quality of just every element, the writing, the acting, the fights, just the creativity with the tires. So
that was great. That was our first bit. I think, what was our first bit? Tires or tire meter?
No, it had to be tires just because they use them so quickly. But okay, so I will say I have rewatched our reactions. It was going into, I think, the second episode that you first brought up tire meter.
Because I've been tire meter for life since day one. I'm the biggest champion of tire meter. I'm the keeper of the book of the lore of BoonBoomger. I give myself so many nicknames, it's hard to keep up sometimes.
And, like, that was a funny thing. I wish I had more time to rewatch our reactions so that I could bring up every prediction we either got right or wrong. Because coming off of, like, Cosmic Fury, I was like, oh, are Mira and Shashiro going to be, like, the Amelia Ollie? And, like, that kind of...
So many people tried to push that stupid narrative on me. Yeah. And I said, hell no, brother. Tire meter for life. Get that shit out of here. I don't want to hear it. Oh no, what's up, dude? It's been a while. Yeah, it has been a while since you've been in a stream.
Yes,
yeah.
No, yes, hi.
Always great to see you, though. Glad you could join us today.
definitely. But here's the problem. We could talk endlessly about BoonBoomger, which we have.
We could.
So
now we have to fight it out.
We're not. What if we actually agree?
Then it's over. Then it's gonna end quickly.
I was gonna say. So without further ado, I did come up with a little activity for us to do.
Yeah.
It is not a tier list, and I apologize for everyone who thought it would be a tier
what is
list.
It?
The more I thought about it, the more I was like, I really don't want to declare a worst character.
Yeah.
That's too mean.
Because it's Gemba.
I don't like you.
It's Gemba.
But we do have something. So I'm going to pull that up right now, and you will see for yourselves.
All right, let's see. Wrong one. You hit the wrong button.
I'm sorry. I just fail at everything.
I need to... Where's Pizza? Pizza, if you're still watching, you need to come here and you need to set something up so I could do everything remotely. I need to get a scorpion chair and just sit in it and control everything from my scorpion chair.
So we have a character bracket. This is probably not going to be big enough.
You could swap. You can go back and forth like this. There we go. Or
do you guys like
put us on the bottom? Maybe put us on the bottom. No, okay. Keep us there. Keep us there.
What do you prefer?
I mean, keep us. I think for where that's placed, I think from where the middle's placed, I think it's better for us to be on the bottom.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Because we don't cut off, right?
Yep. Okay. So anyway, we have a character tier list.
Yeah.
And I will say preemptively, to be fair, that Gemba and Sakuto got bye rounds.
Yeah.
So starting off though,
I didn't agree to that. I think giving Sakuto any sort of grace, whatever. We'll fight that out later.
Wait, what? Okay, whatever. Okay, so starting off, we have Itasha and Disrace. This is actually a little tough.
Okay, how are we going to argue this, right? Because in terms of like characters that we like, Itasha is going to win.
Yeah.
Itasha is going to win. But in terms of characters that do things, this race does way more and is way more important to the plot of the show than Itasha is.
Yeah, but at the same time, and this applies to the Sandseeders, is definitely the fact that we become a lot more endeared to her. So I do think there's something to be said for that as well.
There we go.
So yes.
There you go. Thanks for the advice, Pizza and Jin. Not touching that. Yeah. All right.
Also, I'm kind of surprised you're not holding the cats against her.
She is a cat, but again, unlike Gemba, I don't feel like she embraces her cat. I feel like the cats are like part of her soul.
Also, like, let's be clear, you like Disrace because he nearly killed Gemba.
But again, right? Like, not only we're introduced to him in such a fantastic way.
Yeah.
And in a way that not only emphasizes his importance to the Hashirians.
Yeah.
He is essentially a conqueror of planets, and he never has a failure. He has a success rate of like 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
He comes in and he destroys the BoonBoomgers. He fights the strongest BoonBoomger Sakuto to a standstill.
Yeah.
He destroys Gemba multiple times. Like, he is just a very worthy adversary, and I think he's a great general, especially coming off of the garbage that was General Jinzo Jerkface.
That's fair. I mean, this is a tough one because obviously neither are my favorite character, but I do like both of them. I think they both contribute something to the story overall. Kiza, hi!
What's up, Kiza?
Hi. Yes. We are all very bakuage.
I feel like Kiza needs no introduction. And everyone go follow Kiza because she's great. She's so wonderful.
But yeah, so I mean, I'm fine with him if you are leaning that way.
If it was all three Sandseeders one,
yeah,
that would tip the scales.
Yes.
But it's just I can't
on her own. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I think it has to be just for the purpose of the story, right? The importance of the story, and I mean, he's linked to your favorite character.
He is, and he contributes to his backstory, which definitely gave him more depth.
And one of my favorite characters. I think it has to be Disrace.
That's fine with me. I'm sure we'll get some grief for that, but I don't care.
Jesus, Kiza, it's 2 a.m. I'm sure I could have figured that out if I did the math in my head, but damn.
Yeah.
Get some sleep, girl. Thank you for stopping by. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Kiza. I feel like this is almost a joke.
General Jinzo Jerk. The fact that we kept him on screen for this long is more respect than he deserves.
I will say though, if the intention was, hey, we want to make the most hateable villain, they succeeded.
But hated because he sucks, not hated because he's good. Like, I hate Disrace because he sucks as a character, like as a villain. Like, he's deplorable.
He's despicable, but you like him as a villain.
Yes, he's just bad.
Yeah. Versus Jinzo, who I think everyone will agree overstayed their welcome.
Overstayed his welcome. Like, Wild Speed is so much better.
Yeah, I don't think
Wild Speed is a great villain. Yeah. Why do we even get him out of here? I'm tired of seeing this idiot.
All right, sorry, calm down.
Get him out of my face.
All right.
Carlos, we may be doing some Young Avengers talk after this.
Maybe. So stick around.
Stick around.
Okay, this is like not even.
I mean, what are we doing here, man? That villain is so a nothing burger in the movie.
Yes.
And this is Boon Boom.
It is Boon Boom.
This is one of the goats of the series. No question. Another easy one.
Yeah,
we're breezing through it.
But that's the point. So I mean, this is also easy, just not as easy.
Okay, it's easy for me because that's my ride or die. That's like the third leg in the triple leg race.
Yes.
The 3-legged race.
100%.
In the tripod. And this guy, like, I think Knight Rider,
yes,
is such a great villain.
Yeah.
I think they did a really good job with the turn. Mm. We all saw it coming a mile away, but they left a lot of intrigue. We didn't know the why, the how, the when.
Because when they introduce him, they make him pretty endearing. His whole boy thing, and he's very bombastic in contrast to Taya. He's excited for him. You think, I mean, I didn't see it coming. I thought he was going to be a supportive mentor, and that didn't happen.
He gave me vibes. He gave me vibes, and he is a businessman, so if you follow the laws of the world, anyone with that much money and that much power probably is not a great person.
Nah. So, but I mean, it's not a question. It's just not a question.
It's Yundi. The purple anchor to my purple king.
This is also not a
This question. Is a slam dunk. Shoshiro's just like palming the ball in her face, and he's just gonna dunk it right over her. That's my boy. That's half a tire meter right there.
The best thing about Maimi Baisu is her name.
That's the best thing about her.
Easily. So
Shoshiro made her a better character.
Yeah. Oh shoot, you're right.
So he has to be above her.
No, but that's not even a question.
Craziness.
All right. So
this race.
As I said, Gemba got the buy round.
Gemba got the buy round. Okay. I mean, in the laws of Mortal Kombat, we have to give it to Gemba because Gemba's the one that slayed this race.
Eventually, yeah.
So as someone who follows the laws of combat and the laws of the duel, be it Yu-Gi-Oh or fighting via weaponry.
I know you don't like this.
It has to be. I mean, if we're talking about characters, it's Gemba.
Yeah. If you're talking about bits.
If we're talking about bits, this is a great one.
Yeah.
And I'm never going to let it go. But it's Gemba. I'll give you Gemba. That one is pretty easy in terms of like these two.
Yeah. By the way, I don't like how this makes us do the whole half first before we get to the other half, but that's just how it is.
Yeah, these are dumb.
Yeah. It's funny.
So the goat villain and the man he killed who came back to life.
Pretty much.
Michael Jackson and Robot Jesus.
Look, I mean, I think it's pretty easy. It's not. It's close because I do want to give respect to Spindor for being a fantastic villain and one that I never would have guessed in watching this damn show.
I never would have thought that a Michael Jackson
robot
alien monster with a robot monkey would be so damn menacing.
I know.
Not only that, but he's a good mafioso. He's really good at his job.
He's amazing at it.
He's really good at crime.
And he's manipulative because he's obviously a skilled fighter, but it's also the fact that he played the mind games. He played the long con, and he deserves credit for that.
What's his occupation? Crime. Is he good at it? Yes. But at the end of the day, like, Boon Boom is the heart of this show.
100%.
He is the heart and soul of BoonBoomger.
Mhm.
They're named after him.
Can we also, this is something I really want to touch on, because I'm assuming this, we know it's not a thing in Power Rangers. I'm assuming it's not as big in Sentai. The freaking Megazord in the show is a main character.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn cool. And that makes...
They don't have Megazords in Sentai. They're called mechs or robos.
I don't care. Whatever. But that's something that I really appreciate about the show and about Boon Boom, because I think that makes those fights even more exciting.
Yeah. As much as I like Wild Speed, they really set him up to fail in this bracket. Because if there's one of like a handful of characters I would put above him, this is one of them.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Very easily. But it's fitting. Boon Boom defeated him again.
Damn.
This actually...
Oh, no.
So this is actually very hard.
This is very hard.
Because I am very easily leaning a certain way, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, but I think there's an answer. I think there's definitely an answer.
I think there is. Are we agreeing?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think both characters are great. One character is pretty simple and doesn't really evolve past that, and one character has a lot of nuance and layers added to him as the series up until the last episode of the series.
Yeah.
And I think that's Shashro. I mean, as much as I love Bundi, and as much as Bundi is the beating heart of this show, like he keeps everyone. Where if Boon Boom is the
heart,
the maternal figure, the figure that keeps the family together and fills us with warmth and love. Bundi is like the dad.
Yeah.
Bundi is the guy who's just like, yeah, let's go out there and get it done. Or, you know, if we're talking traditional marital structure.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's Shashro, especially in the final lap, became so complex.
Did he?
He did. We got to see his spying.
What's spying?
We got to see we got to see him be a master of his craft, which is spycraft.
But here's the thing where I would kind of knock him a bit, especially compared to the other BoonBoomgers, is he got to hone his craft more. But I think as a viewer watching the show, and I get why we didn't, because we literally couldn't. Not being with him as much, I think, created a little bit more detachment. And two, we already knew he was a great spy. That wasn't something that they needed to prove to us.
But you don't understand from an emotional journey, right? But when we meet him, he is extremely closed off. The only person he loves more than anything is Taya, because it's love at first sight. When he first saw him, he's like, that's my babe. And he loved him. But this is someone who grew up his entire life in the spy craft, right? He gave everything to his craft, his job. His family were spies. He was a spy. He went to spy school.
I mean, how much do they that's all in the manga.
No, that's in the show. It gets confirmed. His family and... Yeah,
in one episode. But I'm just saying, they don't really dwell on it.
Okay, well, let me continue. Because I'm painting you a picture right now.
Okay.
So all he knew in life was how to lie and be closed off.
Yeah.
Until he met Taya. And this man opened his eyes and his heart to a world worth living in. To the point where not only in the final episode was he calling these people his friends and his family, he was excited about going to space and openly showing excitement and vulnerability, which is something that a spy like him spent the whole series fighting against. And I think that's really beautiful to kind of see him open up and be vulnerable around all these people that he calls friends.
And I think it was great to see too, but like I said, I think at least compared to the culminations for the other characters, it feels like it was a little bit more rushed because he doesn't come back until the literal last quarter of the second.
But this is not Shashro against the other characters. This is Shashro against Bundi. And if we're being honest with ourselves, Bundi doesn't evolve as a character. His character starts great and ends great.
I mean, look, let me say this. Bundi for me is a vibe. And that's a huge reason.
Yeah, he's a vibe.
And that's why I love him, because he has these fun little quirks and nuances to him that you don't expect. And I think that's what makes his dynamic with Sakato so much fun, is the way that it contrasts with Taya's and Boon Boom's. And that's kind of this role reversal. And yes, by all means, I don't think he needed to develop nearly as much. I just have that personal affinity for him and why I would personally pick him. But you're not wrong in that, yes, Shashiro definitely changes more. So I'm not married enough to. I'm not gonna like hedge my bets on beauty.
I'm hedging and I'm betting. Shashro. Move on.
All right.
Move on.
All right.
Guess what? Convince me now. Oh, what? I didn't know. What is this bracket?
So they also got a buy round.
You can't. This is physically impossible to do. You can't have one without the other. What is this?
I thought it would be funny.
This is not funny. This is cruel.
I thought it was funny because it's obvious.
You're gonna make me kill Mad Rex for a third time?
No one's killing anyone.
Once they leave this tier list, they're dead to me. That's it.
Wait, what?
What?
Okay, come on.
That's cruel.
We know he can live without him.
Everyone in the audience is seeing what, like, she manipulated this so aggressively.
What?
This isn't aggressive. This is an act of war.
No.
This is a declaration of war.
Oh my god.
You did this on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
That's not nice.
I thought it was funny.
Chat, do you see what she did to me? She chose Dog Thigh and the Master of Dog Thigh.
Anyway.
They're best friends.
Hi, Morgan. I hope you enjoy.
So you're telling me I have to choose between the best character on this show, Dog Thigh, and his best friend?
Yes, because you just called one of them the best character on the show.
Whatever. This is low even for a Gemba fan. Okay, I choose Dog Thigh.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right, cool.
Go ahead, sell me. I don't got to say anything. Sell me.
What do you mean you don't have to say
anything? Listen, you have to convince me why Gemba stays. Sell me on Gemba.
The reason Gemba stays, and I feel like this is actually kind of easy, is because they both have really great and very heartbreaking backstories that actually get resolved in the same. I shouldn't say resolved, but they're covered in detail in the same lap. Gemba's is a lot more thorough, and as much as I love Boon, I think that Gemba's overall character is more complex.
Hi, Morgan.
Oh, I already said hi to Morgan.
Oh, I was probably in a passionate response.
And if you're, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say the Ecolard from Argentina. I can't even see. I hope that I said that right. What's up?
Matt Hunt, thank you.
Matt, what's up, dude? Thanks for stopping by.
Yes. Oh my, everyone's just showing up now.
Everyone, we got the all-stars in here today.
And then if we just talked about whether or not characters changed or not, Boon does get development, but he mostly does kind of stay the same well-meaning, good character who got involved in kind of some bad shit. And by the end, like, he already was loyal to his friends. Gemba was the one that really had to learn something and become a better character. And I think that, like, and by all means, I think Boon's probably a better person than Gemba, but that's what makes Gemba, I think, more compelling.
You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to let you have Gemba this round, but I want the entire audience to know that she chose Gemba over Boon and not me. Okay. I'm abstaining from choosing, so Gemba will move on. But I am putting that on you so that when people watch this video and they get unnecessarily and unquestionably angry for no reason, that they'll attack you and not me.
Wait,
and that's my final gambit.
What the hell? What?
You made me choose between Dog Thigh and Mad Rex, and that's cruel.
I think that's whatever. I'm entertained. That's the important thing. Anyway. Fun. Come on.
What's next? Who's next? Who's next in this sick game of yours?
Did it not go through? What the fuck? No.
Of course, Gemba broke it.
Okay, there we go. All right, here we go.
Oh my god,
Well, this is not actually my fault.
This is crazy.
Because it had to come down to this eventually.
So I either have to kill Tire Meter or kill Dog Thigh.
Can you stop saying kill?
I have to either smother Tire Meter or smother Dog Thigh. Oh my god.
You are so dark and morbid with this. Oh my god.
That's how that helps me make my decision. I have to put it in that frame of reference, or else it doesn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
This is, I mean,
I can't. I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna look. Just hit it.
Why? Gosh.
You know what you have to do.
But I don't actually know.
It's dog thigh.
That he goes forward?
Yeah.
Oh, wow! After your impassioned defense of Shashiro's character.
You did this. Don't put this on me. Don't spin this on me. She did this. I didn't do this. She's doing this on purpose.
All right, bye, Shashiro.
She's making me kill off all my favorite characters. Tale as old as time.
Dogs versus
Dogs versus cat. Your favorite versus my favorite.
Wait, okay.
On this bracket.
Oh yeah, and this side of it, yeah. I mean, okay, but by your logic,
whose bit will survive? If you can look me in the eye and tell me if we choose Gemba, you are killing dog thigh, I'll let you have Gemba.
I'm killing dog thigh.
That's so dark.
You really think that's hard for me if I meant saving Gemba?
That's dark. He's he's like 1 billion years old.
Also, but by your logic, remember they defeated Mad Rex, aka Dog Thigh, in a battle.
Not Gemba.
He could have.
He didn't. He lost. He got his ass kicked.
But okay, what about Mad Rex Fury?
Got his ass kicked. Kaya
No.
was the one.
They did together.
Yeah, so he didn't do it by himself.
I didn't claim it was by himself.
He sucks at fighting.
Anyway, whatever. I did what you asked me.
Whatever. Go ahead, because he's not winning this. I will fight the earth. I will make the earth shake.
That's fair. Okay.
This guy sucks.
And
Mira's great.
Okay, because here's like the tell is the fact that his name was in front of me, and I still like just labeled his image file POS because I just couldn't think of it off the top of my head.
Yeah, he's just a piece of garbage.
Like, for all the compliments we gave Naito Raida, he's the antithesis.
Yeah, he's the opposite. He is literally the opposite in character, in performance, and everything.
Yep, bye.
Bye, Mirror for life. Ugh.
This is actually kind of sad.
Do you guys think Keys is still in the chat?
I hope not.
Because I don't think she's gonna like what we're about to do.
I'm sorry. And like, I like Arukar. I really do. And like you said, if it were all the Sand Seeders, that would be a little different.
I don't think the Sand Seeders by themselves produce enough story to take out a BoonBoomger on this bracket.
Absolutely not. And like, I appreciate people who love the Sand Seeders as their favorite characters, but the BoonBoomgers, at least I think for us, are just so strong. Like, yeah. I'm sorry. This one I thought was hilarious.
This is honestly crazy.
It's also easy. I think this is very easy.
I don't. Like, where's your head at right now?
I think it's Nicola is just a plot device.
But she's a BoonBoomger.
But we don't. But again,
she's just the kid's a plot device.
But he's at least funny and entertaining, and he helps. And here's the thing, he and all the kids are the reason.
Bye, Noah. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. But like he actually plays a role in the finale in helping save the world, though, because they're for the children.
All right, I'll give you this. He represents all kids, and BoonBoomger is for the kids, so we can pick the kid.
And like, are you really gonna miss Nicola that much?
I literally gave you the kid. I said the kid. We do the kid. We don't gotta. We're fine.
All right.
BoonBoomger's for the kids. I mean, Taya. It's not even a question.
It's not a question. And I do like Deco. I don't dislike him.
Again, it's just like by themselves, I don't think they produce enough to be able to surpass a BoonBoomger in a BoonBoomger tier list. All the BoonBoomgers are too well developed and very story focused.
Yep. Also,
this is tough, right? Because Shrabe is one of the GOATs.
Yeah.
And she has to go forward. Mm-hmm. But Wild Speed.
You mean Grant Risk?
Grant Risk is so cool, but he's such an underutilized general, right? He comes in and he destroys the BoonBoomger like it's nothing. And he doesn't really do much after that until the finale. And I would have loved to see him fight more because he fights with an umbrella and he's a monster with a tie on. And I love that silliness.
He's a character like that definitely I don't know if understated their welcome is a phrase, but yeah, he's a character with potential we just didn't see enough of.
Untapped potential. Great way to put it.
But Shirabe's the GOAT.
Shirabe's the GOAT, the 7th BoonBoomger. Oh no, the brunch club.
They are the brunch club.
The brunch club.
And apparently the 2 youngest members now that we just found out.
Yeah, by 100 by 101 year, 1,000 years.
Yeah. This is horrible.
This is tough.
I feel like I know, but
we both know who it is. As much as we love both of these characters,
yes,
we know who it has to be based on their character.
Based on their character, their role within the series, in terms of impacting the story.
Yeah. Joe suffers from the same thing that I think BoonBoomger suffers from. They're both amazing characters, but they don't really change. The world changes around them.
Yes. And that doesn't make Joe bad, but it makes him, and you know what, I'm going to say this until I'm blue in the face because it makes me so annoyed. For all the grief Sakato gets for not being part of the story, not being part of the plot, Joe had like a dozen episodes consecutively where he had no focus other than he was just there. And I'm not saying that makes him bad, but his impact on the story is unfortunately not as great.
Yeah, unlike Nikki, I won't openly slander Joe because he is my second favorite. I love him.
Slander implies that it's false. I just stated something that's true.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
And again, it's not that he's bad, but he's a character that has a lot of great moments. There was just a lot of gaps in between them.
Yeah. It's Mira. Mira is the POV character of the series. She's the only BoonBoomger to be in every single title sequence from episode 1 to 48. Her role on this show speaks volumes. It has to be Mira. I'm sorry, Joe Nation.
I'm sorry.
Next time.
Okay. Not a question.
Okay, it's Taya. Taya is for the kids, so therefore he has to be above the kid.
Yep. Sorry.
Sorry, kid.
Oh
no! What have you done? Stop doing this.
Well, it has to happen eventually. I mean, but
he's my king.
This is the sad thing, is because I love both of them. And for those who aren't aware, both are in my personal top 5 characters for this show.
He is the Purple King. He is the Violet King, the Purple Flash.
Mm-hmm.
The strongest BoonBoomger. The greatest character arc in the show. And Shirabe's great.
Shirabe's great. And like, even with the fake out of her not getting to transform, but even in the context of the show, she's still amazing as a character. She had growth. She's been there since almost the beginning. And just seeing the way that she sticks by them, and just she's so cute and endearing with Boon Boom. She's amazing.
Like, their relationship is great. I love their will they, won't they, rom-com aesthetic. Like, it's really beautiful. And then after he dies, to see her kind of really stand her ground and solidify herself on the team, where she really is just like, that's when she takes the wheel.
She really does.
And that's when they acknowledge her as an official BoonBoomger, or when she acknowledges herself as one.
And that's the thing, is like, when someone kind of hoists themselves up like that, there are times where it's kind of cringe or they're arrogant, but it felt earned with her. It felt in character, and it was it was a sprinkle of hope in such a dark time in the show.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
This is literally just us glazing Shirabe because we know what we have to do.
I know, and I'm sorry.
This one's for you, Shirabe.
I'm sorry.
I salute you.
Miss Director.
Thank you for your service.
Yes.
This might be the toughest one yet.
I don't think it's any tougher than her and Joe, though. I think they're both tough.
I mean, this is tougher, I think, because in terms of story, they both impact the story, I think, the same way. They both drive the story from episode 1 to 48, and they both have similar paths in that they almost inverse on each other and end up where the other one started, only to come meet in the middle again. And I think there's something really, these two especially have such a beautiful dichotomy with each other as the series progresses. And this is Taya's, like, if Taya's ideology is what drives the show, taking your own wheel, taking control of your life, being your own person, Mira is his greatest student.
Yeah.
Mira is the one who takes his teachings and does the most with it, or lives by it the most out of anyone. So it's really tough because I think, like, Taya started out as a slow character. He was the straight man. He was the one who let everyone else get the development while he would like his development came in the moments where he had to react.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's the thing is, even for all the people who say that they think he's boring or that he's not as developed or that they took too long to develop him, I see that people pretty clearly and unanimously declare him a great leader, because that's such a very difficult role to kind of experiment with and vary upon, is the Red Ranger, the leader of the team.
Yeah.
And he is someone who is a great leader, like just quite objectively. So the fact that they had to deal with that while also making him have depth and have a story to expand upon later in the show, like that's hard.
And also, a great leader is defined by the people who follow him and why they follow him. And I think all of the BoonBoomger, like to have someone like Joe, who's very guided by his morality, or Shashro, who's very untrustworthy, or Sakato, who's driven by chaos and joy, all decide to take up this man's cause and follow him into battle, really proves like how great of a leader he is, because he does earn that. It feels earned.
Yeah.
Because he is very charismatic. He is someone that you could see yourself following. And I do think that in a Red, that's a very important quality to have. And then when he does really get to cut loose and show his acting abilities and give us this performance and these layers to Taya, I think he handles that extremely well too.
And this guy is 19, or he was.
He's 19 when they
maybe
started. 20 now.
He is 20 now, but when they started, he was 19, and that's insanely impressive.
Insanely impressive.
Like, we don't even talk enough about how great these performances are. Like, holy hell!
I don't know. This could go either way from me. Where are you leaning?
This is the hardest thing about these brackets. Is I think it's fair to say we have personal feelings.
Yeah.
But I also want to give credit to their story and the way they are used.
Yeah.
This is the definition of heart is 100% Mira. My brain is being pulled in both directions because they both have such defined roles in this show that play out so well.
I think I have to go with Taya.
I want to go with Mira. This is hard.
Do we flip a coin?
Does anyone in the chat have a really strong feeling about this?
I think we have to flip a coin because I don't know.
All right. I think you should have one nearby.
Yeah, we got one right here.
Okay. Since you're flipping, I guess I'll call it.
Call it.
Heads.
Tails.
All right, whatever.
Tails. All right, guys. That was about as fair can get.
All right.
It's Taya. As much as we want it one way or the other.
We know where this is leading, though.
The ultimate showdown.
I mean,
damn, this guy went through that intensely close battle to be fed into the purple-violet buzzsaw that is the greatest character on BoonBoomger, the Violet King, Sakato!
I know. And
he's the strongest BoonBoomger.
I want to say this.
He has Taya's car now.
He does. And he has all of Boom Boom's car. I want to say this. Something that I love about these characters, and I feel like they touch upon it a lot. I wish they did a little bit more, but I love just the contrast and the way they act as such foils for each other.
Yeah.
Because they both went through trauma as children and came out with completely opposite reactions. Sakato ended up becoming a man-child in comparison and kind of lived his life on the edge, being crazy, chaotic, doing whatever the hell he wanted. Taya, conversely, was like, no, I want to grow up as fast as possible and be responsible and help the world. Like, and it's such a great contrast and dynamic for them to come up with these two characters. They are literally yin and yang. They are chaos and order. Which is also why their pairings with Boon Boon and Beauty is also so great. Yeah, they both had childhood trauma. Taya took that trauma and decided to focus on it and internalize it and grow up way too fast. Mm-hmm. Whereas Sakato did the exact opposite, and he grew up way too slow. He decided to lean into his immaturity. Mm-hmm. So I really think that there's an interesting duality between these two that you don't really find with any of the other characters. No. That's different from his duality with Mira. Mm-hmm. So that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and just... Careful. Yeah. There we go. It's not even a question. Not even a question. And here it is. The final fight. It is the final fight. Mean, the thing is, I knew this was going to happen. I tried my best to make it interesting along the way.
It was always leaning to this, people.
And like, I think it's fair to say that you know what's going to happen.
I'm going to dominate your will.
Okay, then do it. Start.
Sakato. He's all right. He's 100. He's actually He's technically 99,999 years younger than Gemba.
Yeah, you're right, because he's 28. So you're right.
I feel like that's it right there.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like be impassioned. I mean, I guess we're already impassioned enough because we have to defend him.
The thing about Sakato is Sakato won. And this show has Sakato is the ultimate winner of this series in terms of everything. Like, yeah, the BoonBoomgers all are chasing Boon Boon's dream, but in terms of like growth and in terms of becoming a complete and fulfilled person, no one has achieved that more than Sakato. When we met him, he was running away from Earth, running away from that trauma that he experienced at a young age, and just being best pals, just being an immature, reckless human being with his best buddy, being a pirate, the best cleanup in the universe. And then for him to end the show by staying on Earth and planting roots and choosing to take up Taya's dream, there's some really beautiful completeness there for his character, and nothing made me happier than to see him happy and to see him be like choose to be an adult and live his life back home. Like, there was something so beautiful about that. That being said, we don't really need this win. If anything, we feel bad for you that you want this win, because for us, we already won. We won the show. So we don't need to win this bracket.
I can't believe you don't realize what's going on.
What's going on?
I completely agree with you.
Like, we don't need to win this. We already won.
But, like, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. I love Genba. I make that abundantly clear in all of our videos, on social media. The way I dress, that is not a question. I would be remiss to not acknowledge within the show itself the way that Sakato ends it, how fulfilling it is, how deep and rich of a character he is. For a guy that is not in the first 15 episodes of the show, the impact he has, the way that he goes through such a crazy and unique journey that I was never expecting from the sixth. It's incredible. So I cannot in good conscience pick Genba, who, as much as I love him, his story does not feel complete. I have headcanons for what I think is going on, but ultimately does not give me, at least in comparison, the same level of satisfaction. And yeah, stuff might happen in the movies. We're talking about the show, what we have seen, what is just a fact.
Yeah.
I have to go with the character who, to my complete and utter shock, has catapulted to being my easily second favorite, but who is just the best character. Because best is not favorite, but I would be so remiss to not pick him.
It's honestly crazy, right? When I first saw that suit, I thought it was the ugliest thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I hated it. I was like, this is terrible. I don't like this guy. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
But the profound effect that Sakato has, the extreme emotional connection that me and this man share, we are so similar.
Yes.
Hell yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We're going to hit, that's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to hit the bank, and all the money he left, we're going to spend it.
Yeah. And you all are right. Like, exactly.
So, when we first met Sakato, I was immediately drawn to him, and to see him develop as the series goes on, because one, this show is written by trolls, and as a troll myself, I love that. I love that about them.
Yeah.
They are able to literally take all of the complaints on Toku Twitter and just crank that middle finger up to all you guys out there who don't like it. And as someone who also does that, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because, Sakato's not in the ending. They put Sakato in the ending. But why is he in this stupid bubble all the time? They make the bubble bigger, or they add more bubbles. I love that.
Or why doesn't he have a jacket? Oh, wait, he's going to wear one for one.
He wore a jacket. And then they released, the thing I love the most, they released that promo image the day before the finale of him in a jacket. So it exists. They just chose not to put it on him. And that, to me, is the most fulfilling thing yet, because I'm like, this show, these are some trolls. And I love that. And the character of Sakato himself is so interesting, layered, complex, and he is a 6th Ranger that shows up, never loses his competence, never loses his fighting prowess, never gets weakened, never gets depowered.
He also, he manages to go through a really compelling and emotionally grounded journey while also staying true to himself.
Yes.
To where he doesn't stray. He is consistent in the fact that he is so bizarre and out there and he kind of unpredictable, but he's doing it because that's what he wants to do. He's not beholden to anyone. And there's something admirable about it because he still eventually comes to where he does what he knows is the right thing to do.
Yeah, and another thing that I really love this show for doing is that how do we get rid of this guy?
I'll look into it.
Yeah,
for a bit.
Yeah. What I really love doing what I love that the show did is they power scaled Gemba properly. Gemba showed up and he was the strongest by far. He literally is a speedster, which is crazy. And the show never depowered him. We constantly see him after his debut fighting villains by himself, taking out monsters by himself, taking on generals by himself. They had to give the team constant power-ups to catch up to his power level. And that's what people don't understand. When people are like, well, I want him to be in a jacket so he can be part of the team. He is part of the team. His journey, his arc is him learning to be part of a team.
It's just not showing up.
But you're a mod. You should be able to get rid of it.
Well,
Whatever.
no, it's literally not there. I think.
Oh, it's on Twitch. That's why. Okay. I thought it was on YouTube. I'm just seeing it now. So that is why another reason why I love Gemba and why all of you are wrong. You're all wrong.
Why you love Gemba?
Why I love Sakato.
Wow.
I'm doing 3 things at once. I'm looking at 3 different monitors right now. That's why I love Sakato. Because he is just better.
Also, Zawa-kun might be the best actor in the show.
He is.
There's I can say that I mean, props to all of them, but he is so insane with what he has to do with this character, who I also think, just as a Ranger archetype, is so unique in that he doesn't really fit any kind of box whatsoever. Yeah, he's a man-child. Yeah, he's very Star-Lord-esque in a lot of ways. But this was a guy that I thought was going to be so annoying because he came off cocky and cool, which is what I think a lot of people thought he was going to be.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with being cocky and cool?
But
what do you have against people who are cocky and cool?
But I just like the fact that he developed into more than that. He exceeded any kind of generic trope or stereotype or stock character.
Yeah, he has evolved into the most complete character, I think, in all of BoonBoomger as of the finale.
I don't think there's a contest. And that's the craziest thing, because I just kept getting surprised, but in the best ways possible.
Yeah, I mean, let's just do it. Let's do it. Let's crown him the champion.
Wait, hold on.
The champion of...
Oh, no. Oh, here
we go.
Yeah!
The champion of BoonBoomger. The true champion with no jacket.
But that's the thing. When you think about what the show is about, I think he embodies that so insanely well. Because here was a guy who always had his wheel. Yes, he had to learn and maybe find different ways to use it. But he understood Taya's message from the beginning.
Yeah, he always had control of his wheel, but he had to learn how to steer.
Yeah.
And that was his journey. And he got there.
He did. And let's do it.
Another round of applause. Well, pizza started a slow clap, so
yes.
we have to clap it up.
But oh my gosh,
Pizza! I'm so curious because I know you haven't watched this show, so I can only imagine what you're thinking right now.
I know.
But what did you guys think? What did you guys think of our tier list? I know we didn't have a chance to constantly look at the chat.
Yes.
But I hope you're all satisfied with the results, and I hope that you're all mad at Nikki for what she put me through just now.
But you came out on top. You got what you wanted.
Well, Pizza, you should, as someone who might understand the language. I don't know if you.
Yeah,
I know that you might speak it, but I don't know if you understand it. You should definitely watch Super Sentai. Maybe you'll like it. It's fun.
Anyway, that was exhilarating.
That was exhilarating.
But I think it was a great celebration of
BoonBoomger. And with that being said, my hero tier list, Pizza. Ooh, great suggestion.
Oh,
Nikki,
I haven't watched.
Have you watched any of My Hero?
I've seen a few episodes.
I could do it. Nikki can moderate me doing it.
That's fine
My
with me.
hero tier lists.
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I apologize, but if you watch our videos, you know what had to happen. You know I had to.
Now, actually, here's a good question that I had. And Luke, you're completely correct.
Hey, Luke, what's up, dude?
I thought I already said hi. I'm sorry.
I can't tell who I've said hi to and who I haven't, but I feel like I'm just seeing Luke now.
Now, here's what I kind of regret not doing. I should have just had Tire Meter entered as a character.
You should have. But you rigged the system. You rigged the system to get Gemba into the finals, and that's okay. I hope the people understand that we were playing a rigged game, but we still won. And you want to know how we won? It's an evolution of Sakato's character in completeness because we won with humility. I offered you Gemba. I don't want
to win that way.
I said we don't need it because you know what? You need this. You orange creeps need this.
He's not a creep.
Can you guys answer me a question? He's 100,027 years old. This man can still not win one fight.
What? Whatever.
If I had 100,000 years of experience, I'd be fighting with my mind. I'd be like.
The thing is, he wouldn't. He's the one that actually wouldn't care. You care more than you want to admit.
You should be afraid, Luke. You should be afraid.
Wait, what? No, you don't be because it did deserve it.
You had to kill Dogthigh to get there. I hope you're happy.
Can you stop saying that y'all got killed?
I'm just saying Dogthigh got killed because I'm touching the emotional core of our audience.
If you say so.
Oh
my god.
That was wild.
But I think that's a good culmination of our experience with BoonBoomger.
A good pin in the hat of BoonBoomger. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab a drink and I will be right back. You vamp for 2 minutes.
I was gonna say, guys, okay, let's talk about how great Genba is while Monty is not here. Oh my gosh. I don't care if you can still hear us, I'll say it. JT, that's super kind of you to say. I appreciate it. But yeah, guys, we are putting the pin in BoonBoomger. And there's a lot coming up. Some stuff that I think it's fair for us to say we're pretty excited for.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Yeah. Oh wait, perfect. You're back.
Oh,
thank you so
much. Blocked. Just joking, but blocked.
Yes. No, this is completely correct.
Definitely. But with that, I think it's safe to say that we have officially ended the BoonBoomger era on the MontyVerse, as sad as that is and as hard as that is. But it's time to enter a new era.
That is true, actually.
And if you guys are going to enter a new era of Sentai, who better to enter it with than the #1 Super Sentai reactors, the MontyVerse.
Whoa.
Because guess what, baby? We're #1. We're #1. We are no #1. Super Sentai reactors, the MontyVerse.
Nice. That's going to be your thing this year now.
That's going to be my thing.
But hey, we are genuinely excited for the show, though.
We have to fight all the other reactors. We have to show up on their streams and fight them.
Hey, Pizza's on our side.
Pizza knows. Pizza understands. Pizza gets it.
Luke, we're just going to answer this now, guys. Because we see a lot of requests for King Oger, for Gokaiger, for every single other Sentai I think that exists. We would love to. We don't really have time.
Time is tough. And right now, me and Nikki are doing all of our content, just the two of us. She does the majority of the editing on all long form videos. I do all this, the creative short form stuff. I do all the SEO. I do the thumbnail. So right now we're like tapped out on top of like regular work and the other series that we want to watch. I mean, Daredevil's coming back. There's Marvel stuff that we're covering. There's DC stuff that we're covering. We just did Creature Commandos.
Yes, one of the best things and favorite things that we've ever done.
We are going to be implementing Patreon soon, which will allow us to cover more things without so much aggressive editing. But that being said, if we can find someone to help us edit videos, we could take on more responsibility.
Yes.
But we really have to like find someone who could help us that could capture our voice and who's like actually watches our videos and understands the voice of our videos.
Yeah, because that's something that we just take very seriously. Not just because we want the videos to be good quality, but because, like Monty said, we have a very specific voice. We have a sense of humor, if you haven't noticed, that we just really want to be maintained in our videos because that's just important to us.
Quality is important, and it definitely helps separate us from not just other Sentai reactors, other reactors in general. I think we have a great combination of jokes, fast editing, and solid review-worthy commentary after every single episode of every show that we watch.
Right, and I think that's a huge reason why we love doing BoonBoomger as much as we did, is because we were looking at it from kind of that angle. Because everything we watch, we're watching it as any other show or movie or work of art, and we want to analyze it and discuss it in depth. So there's so much.
Yeah, we don't really want to half-ass anything. That's the problem.
Yes.
We don't want to just not do anything.
Yeah, and it's just about prioritizing because, like we talked about, Daredevil's about to come up.
Look at that Daredevil helmet back there. Yeah. We're all prepped for Daredevil. Daredevil Born Again. I want Marvel to start letting me come to some of these press screenings. So, we got to focus on, as much as we love Sentai and Tokusatsu in general. We want to focus on a range of things, a variety of things.
I was gonna say that might be a good pivot since you mentioned Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel. What do you mean? I did pivot. We're talking about.
That's fair. Well, we have a few things related to Marvel that we were thinking about.
Yeah, I mean, but that's definitely something we're just chatting right now. I don't think we have to like jump into anything. But while we are on the subject of Marvel, there was a Young Avengers anniversary short that was released that people asked us to react to.
Yes.
The problem is I don't think we did not check to see if it clears or not.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
Before we started live streaming. So we were going to react to it on stream, but we don't know if we're going to get blocked or not if we play it.
Which is a fair point. And I didn't even know about it, so I'm excited to eventually watch it.
We will react to it after the stream and post it, or we will react to it next live stream, but we are aware of it and we are going to watch it.
Yes. Can you tell me a little bit about it? You don't have to go into detail.
It celebrates the 20-year anniversary of the Young Avengers first appearing in the comics.
Oh.
So it's an it's like all of those. I don't know if you were familiar with like the 75th anniversary, like Batman animation stuff they did, like DC did, and Superman. And
if anything, I'm thinking more of like that Disney animation anniversary event they did.
Yeah, but it's a really cool. It's like a hand-drawn animation, or just it feels like hand-drawn animation, and it's a really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Short involving all those characters that I think we could have both watched. You could have enjoyed.
Oh yeah.
The video, and I could have kind of explained a little bit about the Young Avengers after, but we can kind of get into that next live stream because we're going to try streaming at least once a week, hopefully in the future.
Yeah, and another thing that we really want to just start doing.
The Echelard opinions on X-Men 97. Dude, we reacted. Those are some of our biggest.
Is it 96 or 97?
It's 97. X-Men. The show, it's X-Men 97.
Okay, I know.
Or are you talking about X-Taz? Are you talking about the original series?
I wasn't sure just because it's like, was there a 96 thing I missed?
Are you talking about X-Men the animated series or X-Men 97? Because
if it's
X-Men 97, we could talk about X-Men 97. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
X-Men 97, we've talked about for hours and hours on end.
All right, so they're saying no. So I'm not positive.
We love 97.
We did love 97.
One of my favorite. It might have been my favorite show of last year.
Oh, they did. Sorry.
It's fantastic.
Yes.
What it did for the X-Men on its own, it revitalized that property and got people so excited to see them in the MCU in live action again.
Yeah.
So I applaud that show for doing that. It, as a huge fan of the character of Cyclops, it made people go like, damn, Cyclops is cool. And I'm like, yeah, Cyclops has always been cool. It's just that the movies made him a fucking loser.
That's
Sorry for
cool.
cussing.
I was going to say, that's not cool.
But that show put so much respect on every single character. Oh my God. The character arcs for Cyclops, Rogue, Gambit, Nightcrawler, who is one of my favorite X-Men, to see him get so much attention, to see him done justice. I loved it so much. On top of that, we got to, one of my greatest moments as a creator was getting to interview Lenore Zahn for the channel. And what a lovely and amazing conversation we had that's up on the homepage of our channel.
Yes. Which, by the way, guys,
Cyclops is one of the goats.
I also I still need to post it. I had the opportunity to meet her at MegaCon last weekend, and not only that, I got to bring up the interview, and she remembered had just the kindest things to say about Monty. She was amazing to me. She hugged me before I took my selfie with her. She was fantastic, and AJ Lacasio was also there and was also just absolutely lovely.
That whole cast, we've met so many of them. We've met almost the entire cast. They're all so amazingly kind and giving, and if you talk to them, they'll talk your ear off. They're such great people.
Yeah,
nothing but nice things to say about that voice cast.
And talented
super
as
talented
hell, to
oh
the
my
fact
God.
where they are so representative of how voice work should be more appreciated as an acting form.
Lenore, when I interviewed Lenore, they asked if I would read her book.
Yeah.
And I read that thing cover to cover in like a day.
Yeah.
She is such an interesting human being.
Yeah.
You guys have no idea. If you haven't read her book, A Rogue's Tale, go read it. The life she's lived more life than any other person I've ever met.
Yeah.
She is such a fascinating human being. So talented, tremendously talented, and man, what a great person. And I couldn't be happier for her success with X-Men 97. Just won the Critics' Choice for Best Animated Series of last year. Well deserved.
Well deserved. If anything, you should have gotten way more awards.
It should have been. I think it should have been nominated for Best Drama Series.
Yeah.
In all of these awards, but again, it's animated, so won't be taken serious.
Which is completely messed up, but what can you do?
Oh my God, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about old X-Men 97?
Well, it was definitely because for me, I was much newer to X-Men. I never watched the original series. I've barely seen the movies. So that was just such an experience watching 97 last year.
It's so crazy, right? Because you didn't really have a ton of experience with the X-Men, and now Gail Simone follows you on Twitter.
Yo, that was the craziest thing.
Which is so cool.
Gail Simone follows me on Twitter.
I'm a comic book nerd, so when Gail followed me, because I was ranking my favorite comics of last year, and Uncanny X-Men was on that list. Me and Gail had a great back and forth, and she started following me, and I had told her about my partner, and she started following Nikki. So that, as a comic book nerd, is just means the world to me. That was so cool.
And I mean, I've wanted to ever since the movie came out, and I keep talking about it, and I just need to do it. But now I'm really more inclined as I need to read the original Birds of Prey so freaking badly now.
That's a great. Gail is a fantastic writer, and she has so many fantastic stories.
Yeah.
But that's her baby. That's that Secret Six. Man, the list goes on and on. She's so great.
And you talked about how great Uncanny X-Men is.
I'm really enjoying it. It's so fun. It's such a fun series. I think she really has a good gambit, and she handpicked all of my favorite X-Men outside of Iceman and Cyclops. So yeah, that book is just tailor-made for me.
Yeah. Magneto in that show is one of the best characters.
Magneto, they did Magneto justice in terms of they tried to make him so likable that you believed what he was doing was right, when at the end of the day, it's not right. And I really loved how they played in those gray areas with him and Charles.
Very well.
Because in the finale, I did interviews with people who asked me, who do you think is right? Charles or Magneto?
Yeah.
And the answer is neither of them are really right. You need someone who can walk both worlds, who has a hand in both worlds, who's not a complete pushover, but who's not nearly as aggressive or militant as Magneto. And that's what makes that show interesting. It makes people have conversations, hard conversations. And I think that's the true testament of good art, is it makes people have conversations worth having.
Yeah. No, and I mean, within the show themselves, they have those conversations. I mean, what's that woman again?
Valerie Cooper?
Yeah, she has that insane speech at the end of, I think, the 8th episode. And that in itself, even though we all kind of know what she's saying, where she's coming from, it's still gut-wrenching to listen to.
Absolutely.
But, oh my gosh, most portrayals of Magneto in shows and movies always make him a fanatic and one-sided, which is a complete disservice to that character.
Yeah, I mean, it's the trick with Magneto is to write him competently without making everyone else look stupid. while also not making him too cool that everyone agrees with him all the time.
Yeah. No, that was a great twist to end that episode.
Yeah, that was so good.
I know.
I think someone commented on my ball cap. I think it was Sentai Ranger Danny or Donnie. I can't see. I have glasses.
I
Donnie.
think it's Donnie.
Donnie, thank you very much. I got this from K20 Custom.
Mm-hmm.
We are affiliates of K20 now. We're official affiliates. So if you do like this hat or you want any of the other patches, he sent us all 5 GoZooger patches.
Yeah,
he does custom patches. If you can click on the link that we posted in the video, we'll put it in the description. Or if you use the code MontyVerse at checkout, you get 15% off of your entire order. And honestly, I wouldn't do that for a nicer guy. K20 is the best. And this hat is sick. Like, it's such a cool hat, right?
Also, like, just look at these guys. Guys, you gotta look at these because these are insane. So, hold on. Hopefully they can see it pretty well. Like, just look at the quality of the detail on these patches. Yes, they can definitely
see that.
But, like, this is so sick.
He does all these himself. Like, that's crazy. And he streams it, too, so you could actually watch him
make them,
which is cool.
Yeah, and also, not just GoZooger. We have several BoonBoomger ones that he also made. He does other Sentai. So please, absolutely go check him out. I put our link in the chat, so go for it, please. And
I got to give a shout out to Al Combo. Al Combo, I know a lot of you guys are familiar with him. He does amazing stuff. It's his handle is the Al Combo everywhere. I just got this hat from him too. I'm telling you, I'm the hat guy.
He is the hat guy.
So like I got this hat to wear for Power Ranger content because I needed more Power Ranger hats. But the Al Combo, Al is so nice. I met Al for the first time in person at Ranger Station, and another just amazing human being. And I love supporting Power Ranger creators, people who are making amazing stuff in the PR community. Yeah. We have so many talented people.
Absolutely. Steve has a question about comics.
Bro, Steve, man, dude. What can I say? I stopped reading the Spider-Man comics. They're bad. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm hearing things like maybe Zeb Wells was kind of forced to incorporate more synergy with the MCU or whatever, but they were just bad. The fridging of Kamala was one of the worst things I've ever read in my entire life.
I didn't even read it, and just hearing you talk about that whole storyline disgusted me so much.
The Paul saga is crazy to the point where I want to see them introduce Paul into the MCU as Spider-Man's greatest villain. Because the fact that the man who ruined Peter's life is named Paul and he's just a guy is insane to me. Like, it's so crazy. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just, they're not good. I don't think they're good. For me, my favorite Spider-Man stuff is 90s or the original Lee Kirby stuff, Lee Ditko stuff. So, you know, it doesn't get much better.
I know. I mean, that's the thing is that, like you said, you did your top 10 comics of last year. So I'm going to guess that's pretty damn good.
Someone just asked me to fadcast Paul in the MCU. Steve asked me. I think I have an answer. It would be hilarious if it was Timothy Chalamet.
Oh my God.
He would be a great Harry, but to cast him as Paul,
you have to do something different, like at this point.
Because he's like Zendaya's other collaborator at this point.
At this point,
so to have him be Paul would be hilarious, and I think that would be really funny for me personally. Everyone would hate it, and it would do bad.
But again, that's another meme thing, and like if people can't appreciate that, I don't know what to tell them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what else we got going on?
Okay, Morgan. I mean, look, when the Versus movie comes out, that's something we'll definitely check out.
We did watch the movie and we did react to it. We have to post it.
We do. So yeah, if you guys want to see that, definitely let us know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. But other than the movies, and I don't know if what other specials there are, but I'm definitely looking forward to the Versus King Oger movie.
Yeah, because we are the #1 Super Sentai reactors, the MontyVerse.
Yeah. Oh.
So, you know, we will do it.
We will do it.
Because by law.
Oh my God.
By the laws of the fight, we have to.
That's gonna be wild. That's just that
Has anyone in the chat? There's 106 people watching. Has anyone seen Cap 4 yet? Just out of curiosity. We're gonna talk about it, but we recorded our review. It's dropping tomorrow.
Yes.
Non-spoiler. But I think since we've been streaming for already an hour and 30, I think that's better to save for a separate live stream.
Yeah, because first of all, in general, like we could talk about just the movies this year, like until we lose our voices.
Luke, thanks for stopping by, dude.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate you.
You have a lovely night as well. Why don't we just talk about film, especially that one in detail?
Yeah.
And there's just so much with Marvel coming up too. Like you said, that could be its own stream at that point.
There's a lot of stuff I want to do on stream. This was kind of a thank you. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
There's a lot of stuff that we want to do. I know that I want to react to part 1 and part 2 of the Valen Saga over on Jem's page. Conherm Jem, who we met and fantastic. We collaborated with. We have some fun stuff coming from him. So stay tuned to his channel if you want to see us do some really cool stuff. But yeah, we're gonna react to those on a stream. There's a lot of stuff. As long as Jem doesn't claim me, better not claim me, Jem.
He better not. So go Yellow, eat me out.
Yeah, Nikki was the first. You heard it here first. Nikki was the first female Boon Orange.
Yes.
It got to you. I don't even know who that is. Is that another cosplayer?
Luca? No.
No, Gokai Yellow. Oh no, they're talking about the. Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's what she meant. Because,
got it.
Because, like, guys, for as much as I haven't watched Sentai, I thankfully was in the know about that reference and the way that their transformations into the other Sentai work. So I've capitalized on the Luca comparison.
Yeah, we did it. So everyone's just like, yeah, you're the Gokaiger.
I literally, like, there's nothing funnier than the fact that we get a lot of comments from Japanese people as well. I recently got one saying Boon Orange is a woman now. That was amazing.
Crazy. What's up, Dragon Kaiser? But you've been here, right? We didn't say hi to you.
Well,
hello.
I think he just wants our attention.
Well,
it's okay.
Well, if I was them, I'd want my attention too. I'm the #1 Sentai reactor at the MontyVerse.
In all seriousness, we appreciate you. Thank you for watching our stream
but
and
also,
for all your support.
You should appreciate me because I'm the #1 Super Sentai reactor of the MontyVerse.
You are the wolf after all.
I'm the wolf. I am the wolf.
A lot of people saying they're gonna see Cap this weekend.
Good.
Yes.
So we will have another live stream next week to talk about it in full spoilery detail.
Yes, because like just in general, we talk about the MCU so much, so that's something we would love to do in general.
We're definitely going to be covering more of that moving forward, as if we don't cover it enough, as if we don't cover it already. But definitely going to be talking about. We want to do a sort of a weekly live stream, maybe like a podcast type thing where we can talk about topics.
Yeah, like maybe not always as long as this, but just something that's a little more consistent. Talk about stuff that's prescient to that week.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? Like when we saw Cap 4, just real quick, is it was so much fun going to see that movie on the basis of we hadn't had one since Deadpool. And that's a long time.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? It was July. But I think we're going to have to get used to that long stretches because they're going back to the 2-a-year formula after this year. They just happen to have 3 in the can.
And I'm looking so forward to those next 2.
Yeah, and the 2 that they have coming up have a lot of hype behind them. There's a lot of anticipation going into it. Fantastic Four, the trailer blew me away. It's my most anticipated film of the year right now. So I'm really excited. It's really tough to pick between that and Superman because Superman, DC, that's my heart and soul. But Fantastic Four, man, it just looks really good.
It looks incredible. And like, what's so funny that we were talking about recently is how they went through such difficulty casting that film. Like they had people nearly locked down for a while and then lost them. But kind of just based on everything we've seen so far, not only do they look and seem amazing so far, just hearing how comparatively easy the filming went, it feels like it just was all meant to fall into place the way it did.
Yeah. It's just really funny how that works.
Yeah.
And this year's going to be so crazy with content. Daredevil, I'm so excited for Daredevil.
Guys, I'd never seen it before and I'm watching it now. The show is so freaking good.
I get to rewatch it again while Nikki watches it and I love it so much. I'm just like watching it grin ear to ear on my face like this is so good. I'm like, how lucky am I to be rewatching this amazing content?
I know.
Oh my god, how happy it makes me. You guys have no idea.
And then right after that, or I think during it, we get season 2 of The Last of Us.
Season 2.
Which that first season was First of all, that's crazy. That was 2 years ago.
Season 2 of The Last of Us. Season 2 of Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
Which is another show that we fell in love with.
Yes. I don't know if it's this year, but season 2 of One Piece in the near future.
One Piece, baby. And I will react to it dressed as Sanji.
Nice.
Maybe.
Probably. You have the equipment.
I have the gear to do it. So probably.
Yes. There's so much. But all good stuff.
Steven, I think that the marketing behind Thunderbolts is genius. They're releasing nothing except those trailers, and those trailers have built so much hype for that movie. I would say after the first trailer, you're right, not much hype, but now people are all like, this looks great. I can't wait to see this. Everyone I've been talking to is saying that they're super excited to go see it. So whoever's marketing for this film deserves a raise.
Whoever's marketing, whoever's cutting the trailers is just doing such a great job.
The posters.
Oh my god, the cereal box.
The Wheaties box poster. Come on, man. Like, really good stuff. After the lackluster marketing of Captain America, where they essentially spoil Red Hulk in the first trailer.
Yeah, and like, I get it. They wanted to hype up people for it, but I think what they're doing right now for Thunderbolts it's great because we have an idea of what the movie's going to be, and they've kind of shown that in different ways with all the trailers, but they're all just different enough. We see the snippets, but there's still so much of it that we still need to see what is it actually going to be like, how is it going to unfold, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah, there's so much mystery there, and a character like the Sentry, who has a comic book nerd, is just so exciting to me that they're tackling that character in the MCU, and I just really am excited to see how they do it, how he's going to look in the suit. What are they going to do with the boy? It does not look. Can you just take that comment down?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just in case we want to make clips of this, because I'm going on rants right now. But the Void, right? It does not look like they're pulling any punches on the Void's abilities. The Void has abilities beyond even Superman. He has Umbrakinesis, which is control of the shadows, the dark. He has telekinesis, a form of telepathy that's not really as strong as, say, like a Charles Xavier or a Jean Grey, but still telepathy. This man has feats in the comics that other characters just don't have.
Yeah.
He fought World Breaker Hulk to a standstill, to a stalemate. World Breaker Hulk, the strongest iteration of the Incredible Hulk, and he fought him to a stalemate. He fought Galactus and survived one-on-one. This man, the feats that the Sentry is capable of are insane, and it does not look like they're holding back. But that being said, the most likely scenario for this movie is that they're going to defeat him using Naruto's greatest ability, which is the Talk no Jutsu, which I guess they have to. The only way this team of punchy punches can beat the Sentry is if they talk him down.
Yeah.
There's no other option.
But again, though, that's what I'm excited about, is I do want to see how it still unfolds, because the way that they portrayed his powers in the most recent trailer was so, like, that just engrossed me in it so much, because that's so much more severe than I could have imagined, even with all that you've told me. And I know that's just the tip of the iceberg.
The Void taking over Manhattan in shadows is terrifying. It's so scary looking. The visuals in this movie look really, really good.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited to see what they do with it.
I am too. And like, I've seen people that kind of make fun of the fact that, oh, it's like a more muted color palette. Oh, they think that makes it serious. But I mean, if the movie turns out the way I think we're both expecting it, that's just an intentional choice. And that's the kind of thing to where, even if it's part of the MCU, they are still trying to do kind of different things with it, work with different tones, because you want the stories to feel good on their own, even if they're having an overall greater connection to it.
Yeah, this is my biggest problem with the MCU we have now, right? When they try something different, a part of the audience hates it.
Yeah.
When they do something that's the same, part of the audience hates it. They're in a no-win scenario, and all they have to do to get through that is keep making consistently good movies.
Yeah. And
I think these next couple are going to be that, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully after this one, we get to a point where Thunderbolts is a hit, Fantastic Four is a hit, Doomsday is a hit, and we just start moving the goalpost again. We get back on track.
Because like, they definitely need to before Doomsday, but I'm like, everything that's coming before that, if they do it right, is going to set up something really exciting.
Yeah. Steve's question. That's funny.
Oh.
How many seconds of screen time are we giving Taskmaster? How many? Can someone give me the exact amount of time that Slipknot was on screen in the Suicide Squad? That amount of time.
Yeah, and
down to the second.
And you know what, dude? Props to you for wanting to see more of her.
I was so excited when they announced Taskmaster for this, because I'm like, oh, Taskmaster Redemption.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have Olga come in and do a version of her Tony Masters that's more in line with the comics. She's gonna be a little bit more quippy. She's gonna be a little more like of a dickhead, and I love that. Be more talkative. And from the trailer, it looks like, I hope that is a mislead, and that she's there for that first fight, disappears, and then comes back at the end.
Yeah.
Or else, what's the point, right? But
but from what we've seen,
she's probably gone. She's probably gone in that bunker where we probably will see her for the first time in that movie. So maybe like one or two scenes for old Tasky.
And like they probably think they're almost doing everyone a favor because of her reception in Black Widow, when in reality it's like, no, that's just kind of weird.
Which continues Marvel's biggest problem since Phase 1, and that's villains. They have a serious villain problem.
Yeah.
The past couple haven't been great outside of, Emma was great in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yes.
So, it's just like, I'm thinking Cat 4. The villain's not great in Cat 4. We won't talk about it beyond that.
Yeah. Oh, God.
But they have to start letting their villains survive. And killing off Taskmaster, which is a character that you can have pop in and out of things, would be dumb. So let's hope, unless they're killing her off to introduce a real Tony Masters.
Yeah.
Then,
Which is not impossible.
But I would be okay if Olga just became the Taskmaster. I would be okay with that if they just let it happen, but
it's not looking that way. But regardless of that, still hype for Thunderbolts.
Still hype for Thunderbolts. I love it. I love Bucky's main superpower, which is his charisma.
Yes, and his dishwasher safe arm.
His dishwasher safe arm, which is something I didn't need to know, but now I do.
Now we do.
Man, we've been going for almost 2 hours for an impromptu Friday stream on this lovely Valentine's Day. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So if you guys have any final questions, let us know, because we're going to start wrapping it up.
I do want to say this. I do like the Shogun Zords. That is a compliment I will give to season 3.
Shogun Zords are great. They're some of the best swords in the Mighty Morphin era.
Now, granted, the way they forced Kat into the white one is very weird.
So awkward. Just to see her in the background beep bopping those buttons.
Because, it was weird how conveniently that worked out when Kim was starting to take a back seat. I'll admit that, but otherwise it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's very weird, but it's Power Rangers, so
Zeo. That Zeo is still ways away.
Yeah.
We still have Alien Rangers.
We still have to get through Alien Rangers. Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh. It's crazy. The fact that it's been so long since you've seen them.
Oh, my God. And I always avoid them. So I'm really excited to see that. I'm sure everyone will totally love hearing my thoughts about Alien Rangers.
I mean, I have to assume people kind of agree with you. Or, I don't know, are there these big Alien Ranger defenders?
I don't know, maybe. The Equations. The Equations watch our channel.
Oh, no.
And they're going to get really upset. They're going to be like, we need water. They're so thirsty.
Awkward.
All right, guys. I think we're going to call it after that. Thank you all so much for joining us on this Friday night, Pizza Friday, Valentine's Day. Joining the #1 Sentai reactors, the MontyVerse, for our stream.
Yes.
And if you guys haven't liked the video, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up. It really helps us. And really, if you haven't been liking our videos, go back. And if you do enjoy them, give them a like, because it does help push us in the algorithm. And stay tuned, because we have so much fun stuff coming to the channel. And just keep up to date on these live streams, because we're going to be announcing some really amazing things in the future. But until next time, guys, stay versed.